The soul ascension gets facilitated by the peace and harmony within. Yes, this is true, right? I'm not saying it don't, but you got work to do. It's not just a peace and harmony. See, that be that love and light. You know, everybody think everything is just, oh, love and light and rainbows and unicorn farts, and it's about the shadow work. You ascend. Let me tell you what true ascension is. Yes, it is facilitated by peace and harmony because it is about harmonizing the dualities that we're always in the midst of. So that is a major part of it. And it is not just peace as in sit down in some type of peace. It is the peace that surpasses all understanding. Oh, there go the iguana, new beginnings. See, there go my sign of new beginnings. It is the peace that surpasses all understandings. Peace, love, and light. Oh, two iguanas. Okay, what y'all got going on? Ooh, and they chasing each other. New life chasing new life. Oh my gosh. I never seen it that before. Oh my goodness. New life. The iguanas represent new beginnings. Um, because they shed their skin like a skin is shedding, and that's what's happening. Some of y'all skin is shedding, right? So welcome in. I know I just jumped right in with y'all, but I've been here in the live with the new moon. I opened up TikTok first, and my apologies to my YouTubers. But right when I was going to pick up the phone to open up, I saw 144 and a sharp message came through. So I had showed the people on TikTok, 144, this is for you. And I'm going to say that to y'all too, just who might have missed that message. The message was that if you were the true 144, and those who particularly caught it at that time, and you may have, and if any of you on here that may watch this, whenever, if you saw 144 and caught it today, then you were exactly getting the message that I was giving. And that's that if you're aligned with me. It was for those of you who are aligned with me, who've been seeing the messages. This message was saying y'all been playing around. If you are not in my group, like, and this is not about me, y'all. This is not on some ego trip. If you were not, if you saw that message and you did not come into the full moon workshop, the detox, the halls of a mentee that we just did, or the new moon window, then you were slipping up. I had to be honest and let you know you was messing up. Something's going on and you was not aligning. And so that message was speaking to that particular 144. If you have been hearing the messages as I've been giving it, and you've been following along with me, because you can't say you didn't know, but for whatever reason you chose not to sign up, because just a class, it was not just a class. A lot has been unraveled as we had walked through those halls of a mentee, and it was a pivotal, major, creative portal that we are in, the most that we've had in our lifetime, with Jupiter in this particular window that is expanding it in this way. This is massive. This is not anything to be taken lightly. Like, okay, we'll just wait till the next year's 8-8 Lions Gate. No, next year's 8-8 Lion Gate is not going to carry the potency that this one did. This is what people are not understanding about divine timing. So when you hear the call, don't play with it and think next time, because it's not going to be a next time in that kind of time for the ascension time. It's going to be a different kind of time. So you miss this particular one. And there's a reason for that, because this is a major acceleration moment right now. This is adding on to the light grid, the light code integration that we have been getting since the summer solstice. This has to do with the summer solstice, the Sirius gateway, and what you were doing at those particular times leading up to this. This is very, very potent. And I'm taking the time to just share that with y'all now. I said, I don't know if I'm going to go live. And Spirit said, yep, go live. So we did. And that message came through. So I'm sharing that with you all. This is not to be like, oh, y'all should have been here, should it know. But the Spirit is saying, no, let them know. We got to stop playing out here in these spiritual streets. And when you hear the call, get up and do what you're supposed to do. Right? Let me go along. So I got you all caught up. Let me see. So yes, the soul ascension, as you were saying, is about the peace and harmony. That's what I was speaking to. The true soul ascension is about clearing densities. How you ascend every time, not just this ascension time. You can ascend at other minute times in between. And that's what Spirit is saying. It's not just what you did in this major portal, but it's also in conjunction with what you've been doing pre this destination, pre this point right now? Have you been doing this on a moment to moment basis where you are intentionally going into your soul and pulling out what you need to pull out? Have you been removing the wounds? Because that is how you clear the densities. There's no other way. You know, some may say, well, how do I clear the densities? Well, you got to be willing to look at your wounds. Those wounds that you buried in your subconscious. Where do I find my wounds? Go into your subconscious mind. That is the feminine energy, aka receptive activity. You have to go through the feminine energy of your consciousness, which is your subconscious mind, the feelings, the memory bank. Do you remember? Yeah, that type. You got to go be a part of the remembering, so you can stop living in the sea of forgetfulness. That's what has to be done for true ascension. So don't think you can just sit there and be like, I'm living in love and light, I'm in peace and harmony, so I'm going to be a part of the ascension. Wrong. Keep trying and keep lying, because triers are for liars. And I'm not finished sugar-coated no any other way. Good afternoon, New here. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm new. King says I'm new. Welcome in, welcome in. And faithfully, my words are not too heavy for you, because usually I'm a lot more gentle, but I got a lot of energy in me. I'm very amped up because I was in the exact coordinates with the new moon at the exact time, Eastern time, because I'm in Eastern time, right under this new moon. I mean, it's happening for us all at the same time wherever you are at. It's just that while it may be it was 1:37 my time, and in Central time it was 12:27, but we were all having it at the same time. So whoever jumped in, and I'm very amped because I've been on my detox for the past week. So I'm lit up with light codes, and right now just the raw truth is coming out. So if you have a question or a comment or whatever, you may want to say it then. You may want to let it out then. Let me see. I'm new. Welcome in, though. Welcome in. Let me see if Ty answered my question, because I didn't get to check. I know you were saying how long, and I didn't get past that. What can you tell us about north and south nodes? Oh, I could tell you a lot about that. I'm actually about to put the video about. Look out for my video that I'm going to do later today about the new moon. I'm going to say, I could tell you a little bit about it now, but I'm trying to also get through these. So I'm going to pin that. I hear you, because I'm all about the north node and south nodes. And the north node and the south node is being activated right now with this new moon solar eclipse, because the eclipses are affiliated with the lunar nodes. That's why you have the eclipse where the lunar nodes are, right? So the lunar node is in Leo and Aquarius. And where are we having the solar eclipse? New moon in what? Leo. And it's going to be like this for the next 18 months, right? Let me see. It says facts. I incorporate my lower self when it's appropriate. I am wholly aware and not just holy. Not just holy. Okay, I get it. Not like holier than thou, but I am wholly aware, meaning completely holy. I get what you're saying. And yes, we got to be going into our consciousness on a daily basis. So what should we have been doing or doing to get right? Oh, I could tell you a lot, but this is why I have the workshops, because I go really in depth with the workshops. I give y'all some of the information here, like on my lives. If it's your first time, I understand. But a lot of time, like, I don't think people really understand sometimes the energy that it takes to give all of this energy, like give all this information, to allow myself to be a vessel. It does take a lot of energy, right? And I do come on and give everything I can. And then I give if you really want to know what to do in depth, I really suggest getting into a workshop. I do them quarterly. I've been always offering this to people. I do them quarterly. The next one is in September. So I can, because I have more time to really go more in depth. And you can ask anybody that comes in my workshop. If any of y'all are on here now, let them know. Anyone who's been in my workshop, they get a wealth of information. And they truly get guided through the process every time. I always hear people, I've never had a bad review. Not that I do them for reviews, but I've always had people come back and say, man, I didn't know this. Thank you for going through what you went through to be able to provide this for me, because everything that I'm giving is experiential. Experience teaches wisdom. My wisdom comes through experience, from me tapping in my own God gene activation, by doing that human work that needed to be done, by going into my soul. I've been doing my own soul work heavily since about 2015, before I even knew anything about the astrology, the cosmos, and even the depth of things that I know now about 5D. And I didn't even know about 5D and the cosmos at that time, but I was doing my soul work. And that's what prepared me to be ready at this time. That's what prepared me to be in my position of being the Starseed Commander and being the one who makes the call all the time. Because it don't feel good making the call all the time, y'all. I'm going to be honest. I had to ask Spirit to tell me that. That's how I know what I am. Because I was like, why do I got to keep being the one to make the call all the time? Why do I keep getting these messages? And why do I feel the pull to be the one to make the call? And it was like, because you're a Starseed Commander. Okay. I'm not going to deny it. My spirit must have known what it needed to come here and do. Right? Let me see what else. So yeah, there's a lot that you could be doing, and I always am willing to give some more information on that as well. Let me keep scrolling. I'm still waiting for my call. What call? What call? Who's that? King? I'm trying to see who's saying that. Oh, Nibris. I'm still waiting for my call. If I think you're the one that I called and it went to a machine, like, and when I'm really, really busy, when I'm in the window, I barely have time to call anybody. I even tell them in the groups, if you're in, get the messages when I give them, because I really don't have time to make a phone call, receive it, because I'm in my window. This is barely taking a moment right now. And as soon as I get off, I get back in my window. What is my window? What is my window? I get to work. Let me show y'all. I sit out here with my tree right here. This is my spot right here. I do my work. I get in my window and I get my downloads. I gotta be right for me to get the messages that I need for me first. And then whatever Spirit has for me, when my cup is running over, I give to you all. Sometimes I barely get a message just to come on and give to you all. I do this work day in and day out, and it ain't always easy. I sit out here, I get my sun codes, I get my wind codes, I get my earth codes. I'm detoxing. There's a lot going on out here in these spiritual streets. It's like, I may not work a 9 to 5, but I work a 12 to 12. That's the 144 over here, 12 by 12. I'm a 12 by 12. There is no off time with Spirit, right? So if I even get a moment to call you and I don't get you, I just keep going, and you're going to have to wait till I get out the window, because when I'm in the window, it's tight. I barely have time to come on here and give a message. It gets really, really tight in my window, and people sometimes can't reach me. It means that if this is how it looks. A lot of people don't realize this. If you were in alignment, you're supposed to call me. You're supposed to reach out to me. And I don't mean for my phone number, but you're supposed to align when I throw out the call. When I throw out the call, you're supposed to be in alignment. The ones who caught on, they caught on. There were some people that was in my life the night that I was doing it. Immediately heard the call. This is how I know the true light bodies that are ready. Immediately heard what I said. And while we were on the live, she went and signed up and came back in the chat and said, I signed up. She went to Cash App, because I told them, look, because Spirit told me stop giving it away. So I'm being obedient to my Spirit's orders right now. So I did not do the full moon work for free. I'm following how Spirit told me to do it. So I said, if y'all serious, if y'all ready, 144 gets you through the door. Let me see how true 144 operate. Let me see how true you are to the 144. And it's not even let me see. It's Spirit telling me, hold back. You give too much. If they're ready, they will meet you halfway. They will do what they're being called to do, follow instructions, and sign up. And that's what she did. She's the one, shout out to Chase Divine. She's the one that opened the window for me to have the workshop because I wasn't going to do it. My workshops are quarterly. The next one is not due till September. And she came on and heard the message because I saw how serious it was with the alignment. And when Spirit showed me and I got the download, y'all see I be out here downloading. When I got the download, I said, all right, I'm going to make the call. I'm going to be obedient. I wasn't planning on doing it, but I said, I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to make the call. And Spirit said, yeah. And if they're in true alignment and obedience, just as you're being in obedience, they will follow the instructions. And that's what happened. That one person that did it opened the door for the others that came in. And it was actually only 2 of us. I think it was like, yeah, it was only like two or three of us in the full moon window. And then for the detox to detach right after that, I told people 144 will sign you up. If you're that ready and you're that serious, you'll hear the call, you'll answer the call, drop the 144 and you'll get your link. That's exactly how I did it. I'm not going to go into people's messages and go back and forth and go check my messages. Nope. I went to Cash App. I went to Zelle. Whoever put it in and sent their email, I sent them the link. It was very simple. And then after that, I said, here we go. We got another 7 days. Halls of a Mentee, detox to detach. I talked about that and said, let's go. And with this one, all you needed was a donation. That's how Spirit showed me. This one, you don't got to put a price on it. Let them pay whatever they want to pay, even if it's $1. Let them sow their seeds into their own personal growth. So that was real easy. And if you wanted to do that, Cash App, Zelle, and that's exactly what I did. That's how because it makes it easier too for me to find who's ready to go while I'm on the go. I'm getting the hits like this and I'm following suit. So, hey, peace, love, and light. How do I go live from my page? From my page. Let me see. Okay, if you're talking about YouTube, you can go into you got to look at the bottoms, along the bottom, and there's a plus sign. Press the plus sign. And then it's going to show you shorts, lives, all of that. Press live and then just follow it from there. All right, let me see what else y'all saying here. I had my meditation outside in the sun. Ashe. That's it. Go in and get your meditation, but that's only a piece of the puzzle. I'm being honest with you. We could all go out here and meditate and all of that. That's good that you take that time, but there's deeper work to do for the ascension in time. The meditation will stabilize you. The meditation will have you feeling nice and connected for the moment, but that does not mean you hit the ascension time. The only way that you're going to ascend is through transcendence. The only way that you transcend is through accountability. The only way to have accountability is by going into the energetic accounts, right? Is being able to go back into what has been held in the energetic accounts. And that is doing the soul work, which is going into your subconscious and removing the wounds. There is no ascension without that. Because why? You can't carry that baggage with you. I don't care how much information you know. I don't care how spiritual you grow in your knowledge and your intellect. But if it's not embodied, and the embodiment happens when you release traumas, when you release densities that are held in your mind-body complex. So no matter how much you know, you can only get but so far. You are not going to pass that big ascension timeline that a lot of us, that few of us, very, very few of us have just shifted and sifted through. We just had a major sift right now. A major sift. It's not something simple. This ain't easy. This ain't no easy work. Ashe, 666. And that 666 is the 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons of your carbon-based body. We not there no more. We not there no more. Well, let me not say we for all of us. That's your 666. I'm not on 666 no more. I'm a 12-12-12. It's a different body structure now. The timeline that I'm on right now, that I just rebirthed into, and those who have done similar works to me, because they were showing me that not many have done what I've done. Not many, very, very few have sifted through this major sift. Very, very few, in a way where they have acquired the crystalline body, the new true timeline, right? Very, very few, because there were some major changes that had to have happened for that to happen. There had to be a major ego death in your life. If you did not have a major, and I mean major ego death, that means letting go of whatever it is that you're trying to hold on to while still trying to be spiritual. That it doesn't work that way. You have to be willing to let go of that thing that you're holding on to. And unfortunately, a lot of spiritual people not that ready. They don't want to let go. They want the help and they want the healing, but they don't want to let go of some things. So if you haven't had some major, like I could already know by talking to some people, I could tell who made a major quantum leap. And it's always mainly going to be those who made a major walk away from their family, particularly now. 22222. Thank you. There go my other numbers. That's the numbers for the 5D collective. For those who are really in alignment with the 5D collective, 2022 is the 5D independence. If you never knew. Thank you for that shout out. 222. That's the numbers right there. Let me see. What else we got? That's what's up. So, yep, that's awesome. Definitely feel the energy shifts. Yep. It's been crazy. It has been. And if you haven't been feeling it, and I'm not saying it had to be like rocking your world, because to be honest, for those who are actually on a level that I'm on, it's like you're witnessing it and you're experiencing it, but you don't feel it like your whole world is crumbling apart, because we've already been doing the work, so we recognize it. So as it starts to happen, we're more looking at it like, oh, some shit happening. Okay, I get it. Let that go too. And let that go too. But people who haven't really been doing the work, some crazy shit has been happening, and they're like, don't know what to do with it. Like, oh my God, what do I do with this? Why is this happening right now? You know, I want to be like this, but this is happening. If you're having that experience where you're like, I'm being called here and I want to do this, but this is happening, then let that, but this is happening, go. That's what's happening. It's happening because it's telling you to let go. It's like what I said earlier. It's happening because you are in a burning building. And you want to keep the fire. You want to be burned. It's like, no, you're in a burning building. Get the hell up. Wake the hell up and run out the building. You want to be spiritual and stand in a burning building. Spirit is telling you, get out. It's blowing the wind. It's saying, follow the wind. Get out. Get out the fire. But you want to hold on to that job. But you want to hold on to that relationship. But you want to hold on to that house. But you want to hold on to that car. But you want to hold on to your image. But you want to hold on to your fears. Need I go on? Yeah, I'm not going to make it easy. I'm going to be so honest with y'all right now. Huh? You an Aquarius and your wife is a Leo. Aren't y'all a beautiful North Node, South Node opposition? Oh, your sun sign is pulling towards the North Node and her sun sign is working towards the South Node. But either way, these nodes are working with both of you. It's working with all of us. But you guys definitely pull in opposition. Your wife is more about me, and you're more about the we. Not that anyone is better or worse, because you could be dysfunctional in your we, and she can be dysfunctional in her me. And her me doesn't have to be selfish. Her me could be she has a powerful solar plexus and she knows who she is in her spiritual self, if she's spiritual. And she could understand her spiritual identity and be a proud lion in her identity. That's an evolved Leo, if she's evolved, because I haven't met a lot of evolved Leos. And when they're not evolved, they look like Donald Trump. They could be a bit narcissistic. When they're not evolved, oh my God, they are never wrong. Never wrong. Namaste, ashe, ashe. There is so much more to get at the workshops. Yep. Oh, okay. You've been, Roy, that's Roy. You've been in the workshop, so you know. There is so much more in the workshops than you can ever pay for. Y'all see that? I can't make this up. She's telling y'all. The workshop is $144. And what you get out of the workshop is well over thousands of dollars. I could easily charge $2,000 for my workshops. Easily. But I'm not that kind of evil. I just can't. But I know if somebody asks me what it's worth, I've been told that it's worth $5,000. I've been told by some of the people in the workshops that I need to charge more than $144. I've been told that by people who have paid for the workshop. So when I'm giving it to y'all for $144, that's a drop in the bucket compared to the wealth of worth that you're getting in helping you in your ascension. I could say that because I could back it, and I got people here that could back it for me. Y'all see they telling you right here in the link, it's worth way more than you pay for. Ashe? Exactly. I had to leave them behind and was out. Yep. This is me finally met. Finally met one. Yep. Right here. That's me. You got to leave it behind. This is a new true timeline I'm on. And I just feel like I finally met one last night. I was like, ooh, I'm listening to this person on her live. I can't remember her name. I got to go back to it because I got her email. And I was like, dang, you hardly hear people talking like this. I come on a live and I hear people talking about 5D. I hear people talk, but they don't talk like this. Like, it's very rare that you see people who speak through their experience and are like, you need to cut this off because that's what they had to do. People who can help you ascend, really and truly ascend. Not feed you some spiritual mumbo jumbo bullshit. Not pitter pat you and pacify you and make you feel good. But people who can truly help you ascend by saying, hey, this is it. I got a format. Here you go. This is how you tap into your soul. I can tell you how to unlock your soul code. I can show you step by step. I saw somebody ask in her thing, how do I process my emotions? I have a processing emotions workshop. I can guide you through how to process your emotions, but it takes days. This deep work is a 3-day workshop. It's already, just for me to do a processing emotions with you, it is a 3-day workshop. It is nothing. I can't give you all of the answers right here in one setting. It's in-depth work. Right? This is stuff but you got to be willing to do it. I heard somebody ask, how do I get rid of my root chakra? And I was like, whoa, that's a weird question, because you can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of it. You have to open it and unblock it. You have to unblock it and evolve each chakra. There's no getting rid of them. They are your energy centers. That's like saying, how can I get rid of my liver? It's a part of you. There's no getting rid of it. Right? Can I do, what does it say? I think it says tree post. I'm not sure what that says. Yes. That's how I feel when I came across you. Ashe, coach, welcome in. Because it's hard to find people like us. Right? And happy rebirthing day. If you recognize me as one of you, the way I think that you do, it's a rebirthing day for you too. If you've been getting rid of family, if you've been on this zero tolerance, I don't care what it is right now, if you've been on this do or die, if you had, let me say it like, let me know if you right here with it. Let me see if you right where I'm at. If you're ready to have your own funeral and write your obituary and mail it out to your family members, let me know. If you, that's when I know if you right where I'm at, because that's where I'm at. The old me, that's how the big ego death I just had, that's down. That's how big it is. That ego is down. It's a death call. It's a death, not a, how do I call it? Ego death, death experience. I'm not here for you no more because I'm not here for me. That's what it is. The old me, that old timeline that you knew me in, that's why I said those of you for the 2 weeks, 1 week or 2 weeks ago, I was on my deathbed. That old timeline was like beep 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 in hospice care. Beep beep, I'm on my way out. And now, like with the new moon window, I was like, that's it. I'm out. This the new me right here. Today is my rebirth day. That's how serious it is for me. And if you come into the group, if you really align with me, I'll give you some more because I'll tell you what I'm about to do next. I'm not gonna tell y'all right now. Cause they say don't let your left hand know what your right hand about to do. But it's a whole next level. Spirit just dropped that on me right now of what I'm gonna do next. If you are anything like me, email me and I'll give you that next step. I'm not even finna say it here. If you are anything like me and you are ready to write that obituary, and I'm not talking side talk, y'all. I'm not talking out the side of my neck. I'm literally gonna start writing it up between today or tomorrow. If you're ready to write the old me a nice love letter, she was a beautiful person. She lived this, she did this. This is what you knew her as. Yeah, I'm gonna write down everything that y'all knew me as. She was this, she was that. Yep. She ain't here no more. She not even here for me. I can't even get back that piece of me from the timeline that I've been ascended to. I can't even get that back. So I don't have, I'm not gonna pull her back for anybody else. She's a ghost. If anybody want to deal with the old me, you doing necromancy. You talking to a ghost, because I'm not here for you. And that goes to any family member, because they like to come through my stuff sometimes and act like I don't see that they be passing through. You could tell that. If any family member pop up in here and hear that, run tell that. And this is not a threat. I'm saying this from a place of love. This is my birth announcement. This is my rebirthing day. For anybody that's on this right here, this is your rebirthing day. Happy rebirthing day to you and me. We Leos now. We got our sun and moon in Leo right now. We gotta listen. Let me not. I'ma tell you, if you wanna know, coach, email me, akilatextry@gmail.com. We gonna catch up. I'll give you the rest. I'm not even finna say it all right here. Nope, no sirree, Bob. Reincarnation is a living assignment, Ashe. This a whole new life. This ain't nothing simple right here. Don't take today lightly. That part. Yep. Yep, email me. Well, I'll look out for your email and I'm gonna give you the rest. I'm gonna tell you what's next. If you ready to write that obituary, go ahead and start writing that up. We gonna be writing it up together and I'm gonna give you the next thing to do. But it's like we can't do it. The next thing can't be done until we close that chapter for real. There's a physical application to that. So when you actually write that, however it is, your obituary, your funeral, whatever it is, your life of celebration, when you write that up, let me know and I'm gonna tell you the next step, because I'm not even gonna do the next step until I write that first. I'm very obedient to spirit. I'm gonna do it like how it was showed to me. When you write that up, then you do the next step. I definitely want to take your class. The next one is in September, because this one we wrapping it up now. We pretty much wrapping it up right now. But I think if you're the person that was trying to get me to call, if you that serious, do I do that, spirit? Because we already in the middle of it. A lot has happened. Yeah, you go send that 144. 144 gets you through the door. You're gonna have to send, because right now we done did so much work. and it will be a light. You'll be coming in at the last half of it. We actually have how many days today? If you align for today, we actually have 4 days of this window, and this window is in conjunction with the work that we have been doing. The people in my group right now, we've been in it since last week, and even 2 of them have been in it since the week before with the full moon. So there's a lot of layers of work that had been done already. So this one right here, if you're serious, like that serious about what you're saying, send that 144 and I'll definitely send you the link. And you're gonna have to be also that serious about catching up, because it takes a lot for me to dial it back and then catch it up. I might even have to do a one-on-one with you just to like catch you up without it being a pullback for everybody else. That's what it would look like right now. So if you're that serious, I'm saying this to anybody who sees this and you feel that serious to the call right now, that's the serious step it's going to have to take. And that means you would have to do that 144. If you're that serious, send the 144 to my Cash App, and I would have to do a catch-up meeting with y'all first. And this is I'm making a big step by saying this. I could already hear, not spirit, I could already hear others who know me on here going, like, you stretching yourself again. Because I tell y'all, I always go above and beyond, and I do like to give people that opportunity. But you got to be responsible for showing up for yourself. So if y'all that serious, that's what it's going to take, because I'm going to have to do a catch-up. You're going to have to commit to the next 4 days. It's 4 days in a row. We're in a 7-day workshop. We're doing it for 7 days straight. So if you're that serious and saying, I want to catch up right now, I'm supposed to be doing it, let me find, if it's that serious to you, you're going to be that serious for you and for yourself. That's what I can offer. If not, you can always wait till September. The September is the next full moon workshop, right? Most spiritual teachers aren't bringing it to you clearly with processes. Yep. And guiding you through. Exactly. You know it. It's like I'm literally holding y'all hand and guiding you through the process, like step by step. And I take my time wherever it is that you may need a little help with. It's like, okay, I take my time. You actually get guided through the process. What do you do to detox? Well, we did that already. When you start to hear a high tone ringing in your ear, what does it mean? It means that you're being spoken to. Those are any type of ringing or tingling, that's universe speaking to you. Those are light codes that are coming through, and you're getting it for a reason. You're hearing it in your ear. If you're getting it in your ear, most likely sometimes it's asking you to listen. And it may be saying, hey, you're not listening. Do you hear the ringing? We're calling you. Are you aligning? Are you doing what you're supposed to do to be in alignment? Right? So some of you may have missed the call. If this is your first time, some of you may have missed the call and seeing me before because you were doing other things. You were busy celebrating. Maybe you were, because distractions will do that. It'll keep you from aligning with your divine coordinates at particular times. So even though you may have been studying, you may have been doing some spiritual work, but you were distracted in other ways. So therefore, your distractions blocked you from catching the divine coordinates at a particular time. So it's like, what are you doing? Why are you not hearing? Hello, back to you, Queen. I see you. Yes, we gotta be quiet. Yes, we got to be quiet. My son in Leo double too. Okay, so your son already there. Exactly. Frequencies. Let me see what you're saying there. That, Yes. Okay. And I said I'll look out for that. Yep. The frequency's calling you back. Thank you, sis. I needed this. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. I'm giving it as spirit got it coming to me. You do need to charge more. She's like, yeah, you do need to charge more. I know. Y'all be telling me. They be telling me in the workshop, you need to charge more. Because the information that I get, the information that I get and give, it's a lot. Ancestral healing, chakra balancing, inner childhood healing. Oh, she just laying it all out there. And the tools to use on your own. Exactly. Right? That's sharing that with you all on YouTube. That's what they're saying here in TikTok. Everything that I do, and this is people who have been in the group knowing what we get from it, right? Ancestral healing, chakra balancing, inner childhood tools, and tools that you can help yourself. Right? Soul remembrance and alignment. Ashe. Ashe. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy rebirth day. That's what I call it. Happy rebirthing day. This is my rebirthing day. Divine greetings. Welcome in. Welcome in. Out with the old, in with the new, y'all. Yep. If you're not closing out an old timeline, you cannot ascend to that next timeline. That is how it works in the ascension time. So if you just sitting there doing fun, flimsy spiritual stuff and saging and, oh, I did my spiritual bath, and I'm not saying none of this stuff is wrong, but it does not stop there. If you think that just because you put your crystals out under the moon, or you did your spiritual bath, or your sage, or you went to a yoga on the beach, or you did your meditation, like all of these things are beautiful tools that are a part of the process. But if you think that just because you did that, you have ascended, you got to think again. I got to be honest with you. That is not a part of the ascension. That is not what helps you to ascend. Now, if while doing these things, you had an epiphany, you had something that took you through your consciousness that says, I need to close this chapter, and you actually followed through and did it, right? If something came up in the during all of this, a challenge, and you faced the challenge instead of complaining about it, running from it, avoiding it, if you did what you were supposed to do, because chances are the challenge came up so that you can do what you need to do. Spirit does not go by what you say you're going to do, what you're intending to do, what you are saying that you're willing to do, and what you want to do. It goes by alignment. True alignment means you have embodied the experience. So that means when you say, oh, I'm going to cut this family member off, but then something happens in the midst of all of this while we're in the gateway, and then you're like, oh my God, this person, something happened and I got to go to the hospital to go see them. You just fucked up. That's not the what you should be doing. I don't care who they are. I don't care what happened. If spirit is saying you're supposed to cut these people off, but then they call you and talk about, we having a birthday party, we having a family reunion, and you be like, man, I gotta go though, because it's a family reunion. You failed. Whatever challenges are coming up, it's giving you the opportunity to do what you have been called to do. So you're being called the opportunity that when they call you and say such and such need your help, you're supposed to say, I'm not available for that. This chapter is closed. I don't care what you need. If your job has been taking advantage of you, and then something comes up where they're like, oh my God, we need this, and you're the only one that could do it, you're supposed to stop and say, no, you're taking advantage of my job, of my abilities, and you are not respecting me and what I do. And I've been seeing it for far too long, and I will not partake in that anymore. I don't care if you threaten to fire me. It's that serious. Even if they say, if you don't do this, you fired, this is when you're supposed to say, I'm gonna quit, or go ahead and fire me so I could collect unemployment. That's how serious it is. But y'all talk the talk. People want to talk the talk, But then when things happen, they can't walk the walk. They got excuses. Oh, but if I quit, I'm going to lose my job and then I can't pay my bills. That's not what Spirit asked you. Spirit said, are you ready to be in alignment with your assignment? And if that is not a part of your assignment, if these people are pulling on your authenticity and having you do things that are outside of personal and true integrity, and you can't authenticate the vibratory field, then it does not matter. You're supposed to walk away from that and trust your connection to the divine to be your abundance in time. That's true abundance in this gateway. That's true abundance that a lot of people not ready to hear that, because that's far-fetched from them. That means you're not ready. That's okay. And that's okay. That means you're not ready for that type of leveling up. I'm talking to the people that are. And if you're not, that's okay too. Keep working on it. Come to a couple of workshops. It's going to take a couple of workshops for you to get it out your system, for you to transmute these things. But until you're ready, I would never tell people to do things they're not ready to do. I'm giving these examples, but if you're not ready to do them, don't push yourself to do it. Don't crash. Because if you push yourself to do it, you may push yourself into a mental collapse. Don't push yourself to do nothing you're not ready to do. You have to handle it here first. First, you got to go in your mind and you got to undo some things, and you got to understand why you stayed in that job. What wounds hold you there in that situation, in that predicament? When you address those wounds, then you will prepare yourself to be ready to leave that job or that relationship or whatever it is that you need to walk away from without having a mental collapse. This ain't for everybody. This work ain't for everybody. See, I done lost half of them in TikTok done left. They can't handle the truth. This is why I say I'm only here for those who are on the highest of high frequencies. This is not for everybody. Right? How we doing? How we feeling? We doing good, Wes? We doing good up in here. Let me see. What else we got? Yep, the family reunion thing just happened. And nope, not going. Ashe. That part right there, that's what I'm saying. Yep. We got to be quiet. Oh, I had saw that one already. I thought that was a new one. Yep, I'm not doing it. They got, in my family right now, the so-called family reunion is they want to have this big 90th birthday party for my grandfather, whom I'm the one, like pretty much the only grandchild taking care of him. And my grandfather's like my heart. It's my baby. I take care of him. I'm honoring the patriarch because I have to break the generational curse of the matriarchal rule that has been in my family. And we have wounded feminine energy in my family that acts very masculine. So I had to break through that myself because I was one of them. I was very masculinated. I had to break through all of that myself. And I've been doing that since 2015. That was some of the soul work I've been doing by myself before knowing half the shit I know now. And it was me doing that allowed me to be in a position right now where I can take care of him. None of them could do it because they have not done their soul work. They still hold on to their wounds, and they're still bitter. They're still bitter, wounded, feminine energy. Even the men in my family are bitter, wounded, feminine energy. So they're either emasculated men or they are over alpha-sized men because they trying so hard not to be a punk. So they are over alphas, but they not true alphas. They have a mask of an alpha. They think they are real alpha, but they not, because they're afraid to be a punk. So those are the type of men in my family. And so I had to break all of that to be a divine feminine, the divine matriarch that I am now. I actually hold the title in my bloodline as a spiritual elder. I am the spiritual elder, and I am the true spiritual matriarch of my bloodline. Whether they know it or not, whether they admit it or not, I don't need their recognition, and I don't need their accolades. However, because I'm in that position now, I'm responsible able to respond to these truths and not play with the parasites in the family, the demons that run rampant in the family. And they love parties. Let me tell y'all, that's the demon's playground. They love birthday parties. They love family reunions that don't talk about shit. The best family reunions are the ones where somebody act up and cut up so that the pus can run out of the family. The ones where nobody likes that drunk that comes to the family and louds up the family's issues. Yeah, those are the better ones, because at least some issues get brought up. But that demon dancing stuff, no. And that's what they want me to come to? No. The responsibility that I have as the spiritual matriarch and the spiritual elder is to not attend their demonic celebrations, their demonic parties. They don't know it's demonic. They think they having a good old time. At surface level, they think, oh, we're honoring him. And they think that it's going to draw me out too. It's a trap. Don't think I don't know. It's a trap that the enemy want. They think that they're going to draw me out because I take care of him, and because they know how much I love him and how close how much I have been honoring and respecting him. But my honor and my respect needs nothing from them. I don't need validation from them. So they getting it twisted if they think they going to draw me out over there. I'm not going. I'm not going because I'm not co-signing to y'all bullshit, because they need my light to be the stamp of approval for all the demonic initiations that had been taking place since March. I'm telling y'all that. Those of you who are the black sheeps that are being sacrificed this week, I'm telling y'all that. Your family needs your stamp of approval. They need to sacrifice for their march. I can't make that ish up. Right? It's like, let thy will be done. Yep. Let thy will be done. Oh, I just saw somebody that must have been talking shit because you took it out. I just saw, I'm new, and then it went away. Know your angel, know thyself. Exactly. Will the demons that are haunting the family quit? Oh, that's a good question. Will the demons that are haunting the family quit? No, they will not. So you have to know. Yep, you have to know you never stop shining the light of an angel. Know your angles of light. Never stop shining the light. And nope, they not going to quit. The demons that are haunting the family bloodline is not going to quit. They are relentless. If any of you know anything about demons, demons are relentless. Demons are relentless. Okay? They are desperate energies doing desperate things all the time to do what? To distract you off of your true timeline, because they need to harvest your energy to continue to feed the false matrix timeline that is crashing right now. So they are desperately grasping. So what happens is you see a lot of people who were spiritually inclined, a lot of y'all got knocked off in this ascension time right now, in this major portal, because they pulled out all the big guns. They pulled out all the distractions they could pull out to keep you distracted. And I'm not just talking about the family. I'm talking about society. I'm talking about the demonic entities that live within humanity. That's why the Nolan Wells case came up like that. And we talked about that. I told y'all that happened in the middle of our Sirius gateway, when you were supposed to be plugged into getting your light code streaming directly from Sirius Star. You were caught up in the Nolan Wells case. You were caught up worrying about other people's business when you were supposed to be in your soul's business and aligning to the light codes that we were getting in the past month. You were busy worrying about who killed who president is doing what to who, what's happening in the country, what's happening in the family. You were so busy being caught up with these distractions that you missed your divine coordinates. It's that serious. I may look cold-hearted, but when those things are going on, I turn my eye away. Nope. Nope, not my business. Me talking about any of those cases is not going to bring those people back, for one, and it's going to take me off my track. So which is it? What's more important? These are the questions we got to ask ourselves, y'all. I can't make this ish up. I can't make it up. Let me see. Official. Yep. It's to keep you connected. Thank you for answering that. What if your assignment is to bring the family together? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at that, but I had to release that in all truth. And a strong solar plexus knows how to find humor in things. It's not your job. A lot of people want to take that assignment on. If the family is to come together, they're going to come together through the separation. Let that sit for a minute. Because in order to get to truth, in order to be, let me explain it this way. We are in the fifth dimension. There is a bifurcation split happening to get to the bifurcation bridge. There's a bifurcation bridge to bridge us into the fifth dimension, to bridge us into the timelines that expands our consciousness into the fifth dimension, because it's not a location, it is consciousness. It is you expanding your consciousness until you expand into 5D, right? So there is a bifurcation bridge, but before the bifurcation bridge, there is a bifurcation split, because something has to break apart first. So if you're talking about bringing it together in truth, because the only thing you're going to do is bring them together in lies and continuous false matrix bullshit. That's not bringing together. That's sowing seeds of inauthenticity to keep a false matrix family together. You have to allow the breaking apart to happen. You have to be willing to walk away, because sometimes the bringing together is going to be you walking away. Who said that you had to be there for them to come together? Your job of bringing the family together, if the bringing together should be done in a healthy way, it means they need time to get to know thyself. You are knowing yourself, so now you need to break away and stop having them be so attached to you, or you being attached to them, so they can do what they need to do. Let them see you in the roughest patch. You being there for them is going to be them seeing you be stoic. You're going to have to give them tough love, because you can't keep doing the same things that make them comfortable in their dysfunctions and call that family unity. That's a false matrix unity. That is disunity. That is not unity in the love frequency just because you say you love each other. And one of the hardest things for us to grasp is that, and this is why I say this, blood thicker than water? No, that's a wrong statement to be walking around with. I'd rather have purified water than tainted blood. Some of us are here through these bloodlines just to learn a lesson and break something in the bloodline to correct that bloodline. But that doesn't mean you're supposed to stay in that bloodline with them in the bullshit. So the coming together may be helping that bloodline come together, but first you got to break it apart. That's the honest answer that I could give you. Because a lot of us tell ourselves that, but it's my job to make sure the family. Nope, that's a lie. It ain't your job to do nothing but do your soul's business. Mind your soul's business. And if your job is to do that, then while you're minding your soul's business, you will be in alignment with your assignment, and the family will come along at some point in time. If that is a part of your assignment, it starts with you. It's not for you to sacrifice your self-ascension and your soul ascension for a family that's a bunch of can't get rights. Let them go. Let them go and let them cook. It's just a show, yeah. Wow, I needed to hear that. You're welcome. Yep, not just hearing how can I get this manifested in. That's why you got to be in the course. You got to come in one of my courses. A lot of people in my courses, sometimes they don't get it to a couple of courses. I'm being so honest with y'all because as I explained it to them in the group, it takes layers and layers and layers of lifting before you get to that thing that you've been doing. If you've been used to doing something, we are creatures of habit, y'all. If you've been used to operating a certain way for 20, 30, 40 something years of your life, and now you find out the truth, you think you're going to change in one setting? You think that you're going to come to one workshop and all the answers are just going to do it for all you, everything in the workshop is going to do it for you? It doesn't work that way. The workshop is a step. You have to continuously do the work in the workshop. The tools that I give you in the workshop, I do it on a monthly basis because it's working with the full moon. We have a full moon every month. I do that. Those tools that I give you all to do, practical application, I do them every month. And then when people come in the group, sometimes they need to come again and again and again because sometimes they hear something that they didn't hear the last time. Or you're at another level, so you're comprehending something now that you couldn't quite get before. So sometimes multiple times that I see 4 times a year. I do the workshop quarterly, so some of them show up for every workshop to do the work. Especially if they know they haven't been doing it every month. It's like, oh, I done missed this month, or let me come into the workshop because I didn't do it last month. And they know these are people that want to do their work, right? It takes a lot of work. This not easy. What I'm telling y'all is not easy. It ain't easy. It's work that you got to put in. You got to be ready for it. The sun calls planet back to orbit. Ashe, I take that tie. I like to say the sun puts the planet in its orbit as the sun gives all of its rays out to us. Right? That makes sense. Ashe. Well, how do I get help with this? Well, you came to the right place. Well, I would suggest if you want some immediate help right now, I would suggest making an appointment for a one-on-one. I would strongly suggest that. If for those who want to come into the meeting, I don't know if that person is still here. If you really want to jump in the class right now, it's going to take the 144, and I'm going to have to give you a one-on-one to catch you up because it takes extra work for me to do that, to be in the rest of this new moon window. Outside of that, what I can offer is the next workshop is in September. Also, I do natal chart readings. In your one-on-ones, you can pick which package you want. $30 for 30 minutes, $60 for 60 minutes, $90 for 90 minutes. And you can do a natal chart reading, or you can do a chakra reading, or you can do a what I call 5D ascension, see where I'm at type of one-on-one. I call it a spiritual consultation. But I notice I don't like to say that because then people will take it a certain way, like, oh, well, I don't think I need a consultation. And guess what? Most of the time, most of y'all need a consultation. Because you'll call asking for questions, and asking questions is like, this is a consultation. I don't think people be realizing. Maybe people don't know what the word consultation means. I don't know. But if we're having a conversation about what's happening, what's going on, what can I do, what tools can I, that's a consultation. So if you want a spiritual consultation, we can do that as well. That'll help guide you or put you on track to what things you can be doing, specifically tailored to you, because everybody is different. For me to tell, I can't sit here and tell everybody. What I'm telling y'all now are some general things, but there are some things that are specific to you that can be modified and doable for you based on how you are living currently right now in your life, world, and affairs. So the consultation helps to get a better understanding of where you are right now so that you can get a realistic guidance of what to do. Because what if you're fresh in the game, you just started, and then I'm telling you to do something that's like way high level stuff that you haven't even practiced certain things yet, so you're not ready to do like what I'm doing right now with the ego death and writing an obituary. Everybody ain't ready to do that. What I'm doing right now, some of y'all might be going, damn, that's kind of woof. Not ready for that. I wouldn't tell you to do that, right? I wouldn't give you that kind of guidance of someone who's on the level that I'm on right now. I would give you a guidance of more of a beginner's guidance of what you can do at a beginning level, of what's doable for you. Because as I said, you don't want to mentally crash. There's a such thing as what I call information overload or pressure bust pipes. You can pressure your mind-body complex to do things that you're not ready to do yet. This is why the work has to be done in here first before you can take action, right? You got to have a right recourse response in the mind, right? Let me see, are there any more questions? I'm gonna get ready to go and get back into my spiritual booth. Would I be getting the same amount of information, the same amount as the workshop? Yeah, if you do the 144, that's why I said, because I know what I'm gonna have to do to help you. I know I'm gonna have to take a deep breath and I'm gonna have to take some time to give you the information that you missed for you to even be where we are right now. And that's why I said I'm gonna have to do a one-on-one, and that takes time and energy. So that's why I said you're gonna have to do the 144. You're gonna have to invest in yourself for me to double back, to turn back, and to invest in you, because I have to kind of pull back a little just to catch you up, right? And I'm doing it based on what you're willing to do, because spirit doesn't want me to do that right now for free. Like, that's why I was like, I wouldn't do this I would not just stop and be like, hey, this is what the old me would do. The ghost me, the old me would be like, oh, you didn't get it? Okay, let me get you in. But then I would be burnt out. I'm not doing the burnt out. I'm not doing over exhaust. I absolutely am not doing that. The new me is like, we ain't doing that. So if you're that serious, you send the 144 to the Cash App or the Zelle. You can Zelle using my email. It's on my page. Or the Cash App is Cosmic Earth 144. You send the 144 there. Put your information in the memo, right? Put your email in the memo. You can also put what it's for, and email me. When you do it too, email me and let me know, so I can let you know what a one-on-one time would be. If I can do a one-on-one time today. If you want to get in for today, I might not be able to give you a one-on-one today, because this is a one-on-one right here. I'm using this time right now. This is like one-on-one with all of you that's here right now. So I may not have time to give you a one-on-one today before the meeting, because we meet later on at 7:30. And I got some other stuff to do. I got to get back in my booth. So I got to get back to my downloads and codes that are coming through. So if you're serious about today and you pay the 144 and you want to get in today, you're going to have to be okay with just kind of listening in and catching up, because we do a little review. I'm not going to go deep, but you may kind of hear what we've been talking about. So you're going to have to be okay with like just listening and catching up with where we are, and then do a one-on-one tomorrow. I probably won't be able to do the one-on-one today. I'm not going to lie. Now, if more than him wants to be a part of that, right? I don't know if you're a man or woman, so I'm sorry. I'm not seeing the name clearly. I just know I see an N, right? If more than this person wants to do it, if you all, whoever else is feeling this call and wants to pivot right now, because it's all on you, and the changes that you make for you is on you. And it's to the degree that you make these drastic changes. I can honestly say that. So if you're that serious and there's more than this person that wants to do it, what I would do is I would do a group session with you all tomorrow. It won't be just a one-on-one with this one person. If more than you want to align with what this person is opening the window for y'all, so y'all thank him, because I would not offer this on my own, right? If N, I'm gonna say N. I can't see the word to say what it is, but I'm gonna say N, right? Y'all better thank N for opening this up right now. If this is really the way it's supposed to be, because I'm going with spirit and I'm going with what you choose to align with spirit. If you're saying yes to this right now in the workshop, you would have to send that 144, and then we would have to have a separate meeting so I could catch you all up, if it's more than one of you. Anyone else who's hearing this, who aligns with this and wants to make that pivot, you have this opportunity right now with N. Thank N, because N is the one that opened it up. And that opportunity, I'm really extending this for N because N asked. And as I always say, closed mouths don't get fed. So if you really feel in called for this alignment, that's what I will have to offer. You have to send the 144 first, and when I see the 144, then I will send you a Zoom link for us to be able to do a one-on-one tomorrow, if it's a group. If it's not a group and it's just a one-on-one, then I can meet with you one-on-one. Like, it could be a phone call, it could be a WhatsApp call or phone call in that manner. Ashe? Let me see. I'm really not there yet financially. Okay. Okay. All right, I got to listen for spirit on what to do next with that, because it would take a lot for me to double back. It will. I'm not even going to lie. I will check out your bio for the first time here. Okay, Queen. And I'll look out for that. If you can do it, this applies to whoever was hearing this as well. For those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, whoever can do it, that's what I'm gonna go by. If I see the 144 in the cosmic, in the Cash App or in the Zelle, and make sure you send your information with it. Make sure, because if I don't have your email, I can't send you the Zoom link. Don't pay for something and then not be able to, have me contact you. So make sure, if you don't send your email, at least email me and let me know so I can send you the link. All right. And so I'm opening a window. What's happening is there's a little open window for those who did not get to catch it. Maybe you heard this the first time, but you know that it is definitely for you without a shadow of a doubt. And you're ready to make that drastic Uranus change and get on your ascension time. You're ready to really pivot. So when I see that 144, I'll open up that door. 144 opens the door. And I don't know, I have to listen to spirit to what to say for you. And if someone else can open the door for you, if someone else opens the door 144, then I'll see if there's a payment plan or something that we can do. We can work out something. But I know that 144 has to open the door. So if someone else do it, then count it a blessing. Count it a blessing that they have. And then you can email me so that I can, send me your email so I can let you know if someone opened that door. And then we can have that next discussion. But 144 opens the door. Ashe? I mean, I'm offering what I can, y'all. I'm offering what I can. Understandable. Okay, cool. Good. You got it. Yes, what you are doing is so important. It is. It's a lot. It's real important. And a lot of people that's been in the group right now, like, even they find it unbelievable. One step at a time. It's like really watching this unravel and open up, especially if we've been walking through the halls of Amenti. Whoo, that detox through the 8-8 Lions Gate, which is the halls of Amenti. Oh, yeah, that put it on us. We lit up right here. One-on-one is what I am leaning towards. Okay, we could do a one-on-one too. Maybe it'll have to be a one-on-one. But as I said, don't count yourself out. If somebody opens the door, I will let you know, and we can possibly work out a payment plan or something like that, because the workshop is very beneficial, and it sounds like it's something that you need from what I'm hearing. And you've been reaching out. If you're the same person that I saw in the messages, and I think you gave me your number, I don't know if that's the same person, but when I called, I got a machine. So if you're the same person, then you were reaching out, like I think before we even started this window. So you actually were reaching out, but there's something happening. There's something going on in your life that's causing this block. There's something that's going on that because you gave the number, I called, but I got a machine. So there's something that is posing as a block. There's something in your life, world, and affairs that are somehow blocking this, because you recognized it and you reached out, if that is still you. I can't make this up, right? No, that wasn't me, but I do have a block. Okay. All right. It's not you. Okay. Because I know somebody reached out. Somebody was like, put their number and was like, call me. But I called and I didn't get anybody. So I don't know if that person is in here today. If there's somebody in here that know that you sent me, if you sent me your number and I didn't get it, let me know. If there's anybody here in here now and you know that you sent me your number and you didn't hear from me, I called and I got a machine. Right? So let me know if that's you. So with that said, whoo, y'all. I've been out here, sharing the light codes with y'all. Most people do not want to admit that most families are demonic. Yep, demonic familial spirits that must and will be demonized one way or the other. Yep. The earth will shake them off. Lineages are falling. New earth. Ashe. That's what I'm talking about. The earth will shake them off. There's Chase Divine. Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you all for the gifts. Who's coming through, who's been giving gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Anyone who's new and is following, welcome in. Welcome in, Chase. There's another one of that's the one who I was telling y'all about. There she is, Chase. She's the one that opened it up for all of y'all. She's the one that 144 opened the door for everybody from the full moon. She opened that door. That's why I'm telling y'all, faith. She was on the live and heard the call. This is a difference between when people are ready and willing light bodies, and said, I'm doing it right now. She ain't waste no time. Went and sent the 144, came back in here and was like, yep, and confirmed it. This you, right? I was like, yep. Put my government on and everything. I was like, dang, she put my government on there. But I said, good thing I ain't scared of my government. I'm not one of them people that's bothered by it, but she was like, yep, I did it. And it was like, all right, spirit, let's go. And that's what called me in, to be obedient and stay obedient and say, hey, open it. Let's go. We got a course to do. Spirit said we got work to do. Somebody called you in. Let's go. They in their alignment. And that's all. That's what it takes. When you hear the message, that's what it takes. Don't just let it fall on deaf ears and be like, oh, this sounds good. This some good stuff. No, get in the booth. Do what it takes. I'm making the sacrifices. You got to make your own sacrifice. Right? And so if it's too much, like N was saying here, I may have to do a one-on-one. Then do a one-on-one. Maybe the 144 is too much. Maybe you got to do a one-on-one, $30 one-on-one, or a $60 one, or a $90 one-on-one. Maybe you got to do a one-on-one to see where you are, and then what can we do next, and what spirit says for me to share next. Right? Maybe that's what got to happen, for spirit to be like, all right, now I need you to offer this to that person. That's how I move. When you move, I move just like that. Because I'm already moving for me. I share this information so you all can get some of it. But when it comes to work, I already do what I need to do for me. So now you got to move. When you move, I move. And spirit say, they in alignment, go ahead. Offer this to them. Work it out with them. But you got to be making the move on your own first. You got to do something. Ashe? So that's the new moon window. Thank you for those of us that came through with the new moon. I shared a lot with you. It's worth it, y'all. She has what you need. Ashe. See, let Chase tell you. Let Chase tell you. And they all been telling me, like you seen them telling me in here earlier, it needs to be more. They like, you need to charge more for that. I know. I'm working with the public. I'm working with them. I'm doing my best because I know that people who really need it may not have that, you know. Like I've been told to charge like $600 and stuff like that, like, and I'm like, because I know, you know, not everybody got that. Like we going through some times right now, and I'm aware of that. But we also got to push against those limited thoughts and beliefs. We got to, like, universe is pushing some of y'all to stop looking with these two eyes. To stop looking with these two eyes and to go into your third eye faith faculty and step into the roots of abundance and know that your abundance is there. Stop living through lack and limitation mindsets. Just because you can't see it don't mean your abundance is not there. The divine is waiting on you to find your abundance. And that's what this new moon is about. That's what this new moon is about. And y'all, a lot of people not getting it. They think it's a abundance grab bag. Like, oh, we about to get abundance. Shoot, y'all don't listen to these spiritual people out here leading y'all astray. Having you think that just because you did a 8-8 portal meditation with them, that you getting your abundance. Or just because you write a wish list on the 8-8, that you getting your abundance. And you don't even know what true abundance is. Don't have these people, y'all have them pulling y'all back into the false matrix, looking at false matrix bullshit. That means you're not going to ascend because you're still doing the same thing. You're still looking for the same grab bag. True abundance. Let me unravel it for y'all right now in case you didn't get the memo. True abundance is your access to your infinite existence on your true timeline. And when you open that infinite existence of understanding who you truly are in the stars, which means you know who you truly are in this realm, you know that you came equipped. You're a seed of pure potentiality, and you came equipped with everything that you need. So even if you don't have it physically, it doesn't matter, because now you know you're equipped. It's all inside of you. That's what this creative portal is bursting through right now. It's calling a lot of you up to get to know what you have already spinning around in your auric field, gifts, talents, and services that you have that you're not operating on because you're still living in the matrix and you still think you got to work a 9-to-5 to pay your bills. Your gifts and your passions make room for you, and you came with all of them endowed in you. But you have not accessed them because you have not accessed your infinite existence. Because you've been in an infinite lock and in an infinite loop with the false matrix cabal, the false matrix demonic database, false matrix everything, whatever you want to call it. You've been in an infinite loop playing their rat race game, and you swear you doing the right thing. And Spirit is asking you to break those distorted visions that you have of abundance, because it's not true abundance. Having a grab bag, getting all of this money, that's not true abundance. Abundance is you knowing that you are the seed of pure potentiality, and that seed holds all the abundance that you need. Period. Full stop. 323, I see it. Harmony of duality within the creative completion, and today is a creative completion day. The date code for today is a 3. So that means something is being manifested in real 3D time for y'all to see, if you allow yourself to see it. The new birth the rebirthing of those who are really rebirthing on the true timeline. It is time for it to come into manifestation through the creative completion of 3, the first main dimensional portal of the 369. 3 is the first one in the ascension in time as we move through the dimensions in our mind of the infinite 9. Ashe. I can't make that up. Whoever that's for. So you are to stop holding those distortions. That's what the mirrors that you were supposed to break in the halls of Amenti. You were supposed to break those distortions that said you got to keep that job. You got to keep that relationship. Some of y'all struggling, trying to hold on to things like, how do I do this? And you let go. How is you let go? Stop trying to carry the mess with you. You have some kind of distortion in your mind that is built up in your wounds over time that won't let you let go. This thought that you've been telling yourself is a false reality. Break it. It's a distortion. And therefore you can't see what true abundance is because you think true abundance is you having this blissful relationship. You think true abundance is you having this great job. That's not your true abundance. True abundance is you going into your infinite existence and finding your cosmic identity to know why you really came here as a starseed. I'm talking to the starseeds. I'm not talking to the NPCs, and I'm not talking to the shadows of the 3D realm. I'm talking to the 144 and the chosen of the chosen few that's in a tight spot right now and wondering why you can't get through. Because you're still holding on to lower densities bull crap. That's not true abundance. Change your perspective. Break that distortion. That relationship is not what you're here for. Stop fighting for it. Having that relationship work is not your abundance. Having that promotion or keeping that job that does not respect your true gifts and abilities does not work. Staying in a family that does not respect your true gifts and who you really are as a curse breaker in the family bloodline that is here to clean the bloodline is not true abundance. That is not true togetherness of family. That is a lie. That is a distortion. And if nobody ain't tell you, let me be the mirror in the halls of Amenti that you forgot to look at. Let me be that mirror of distortion for you and let you know that that's a lie. It's not the truth. Get out of your own bullshit. The truth hurts, but hey, you want to ascend or not? Break it. And then get your true abundance in this creative portal. And if you truly break it, you're going to see the abundance come to you. Your guides are going to answer you. They're going to show you what you're here to do. And you're going to pick up the mantle and you're going to do it. And if not, then hey, so be it. That's you too. But if you get shown something in this portal right now, I want you to ask yourself this. When y'all sit with yourself tonight, when you do your reflective work or whatever, ask yourself first, what is it that I'm lying to myself about? What is the distortion in me? First do that. Break something first. Break yourself, fool. Ooh, there that go. Break yourself, fool. West Side. Y'all know I'm throwback. That's my throwback. Break yourself, West Side. First things first, break yourself. Ask yourself, what am I lying to myself about? Break it. Break that distortion. That's the first step. And then next step, ask yourself, what is it I need to let go of now? What is it? Who is it that I need to let go of? I don't care if it's multiple people, the whole damn family. Throw the whole damn family away. What is it I need to do? Next question, right? I'm giving y'all this right now. First thing, break yourself. Second thing, what is it that I need to let go of? Third thing is, how does it look? What does it really look like in spirit? Not to me, not what's comfortable for me. Don't try to do nothing that's comfortable and convenient. So if it feels comfortable and it feels convenient, don't do it. You pacifying yourself and you lying to yourself again. It's going to be uncomfortable. Grab the thing that is uncomfortable. Do the thing that is inconvenient. That's what needs to be done. Stop pussyfooting around it. Stop lying to yourself. So when you ask yourself what it looks like, don't look for the comfortable thing. Do the thing that is uncomfortable, because that's what needs to be done. And then, fourth step, do it. Just do it. That's the message I got in my dream meditation this morning. Nike, check. Just do it. No excuses. No, but I gotta wait till the right time. Maybe I should do it. No, now. Now, N-O-W, right now. You got no time to waste. You already played around long enough. No, not when it's the right time. There is no right time. You've been waiting so long on the right time that you've been on the wrong time. That's why you've been on the wrong time, because you keep waiting on the right time. There's no right time. Do it now. Oh, I gotta wait till next week. No, you don't. No, you don't. Right now. Yep. And you know how spirit will be true, how you know it's true? Spirit will bring it to you. Watch. When you do them steps that I just gave you, spirit gonna have that person call you. Watch. Just universe gonna bring it to you so you have the opportunity to do it right now. When you get that phone call, when you get that pop-up visit, when you get that job that tests you the next moment, the next email they send you, that you know that you're not supposed to give into that email. That spirit saying, do it right now. Let them know, not another step, not another day, not another dollar, not another piece of my time. Send that email back and be ready to be fired. How about that? Yep, I'm telling y'all to make some bold moves right now. Stop pussyfooting around. No more. When you do the 4 steps that I just gave you, don't play around with it. Because right now, a lot of y'all on borrowed time right now. You're already behind time. Not that people are really, really behind. You could catch up when you're ready. But I'm talking about for this portal right now, because it's closing. So you're already catching the closing of the portal. So if you want to amplify your activation and you ascending to that next timeline, and you know that enough is enough, and you trying to fit the 4 steps I just gave you. Break yourself. Ask yourself what you need to do, what you need to let go, how it needs to look, and do the uncomfortable thing and just do it. And as soon as you get the now moment, just do it. Let your job test you. Let your job talk. Do not sit here and talk about, oh, I got to wait till I find it. Look, do what y'all want to do. Do what y'all want to do, right? You ain't got to listen to me. Do what y'all want to do. But I'm telling you on the urgency, on the banks of the urgency of this energy right here, if you want to amplify your next level of ascension and you wonder why it's not happening, because you don't make moves when you're supposed to make moves. You do not have that kind of time to wait on comfortability. Once again, don't push yourself if you're not ready. I'm speaking to those who are saying, I'm ready, ready, ready. If you ready, 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 then you got to move like this. So when that job call or whatever it is that they do, you got to be ready to be fired. You got to be ready to be like, no matter what, I'm not doing what is outside of my personal integrity in my soul that my spirit has been showing me. Boundaries. Those boundaries that you set will be the truth that you beget. Ooh, let me say that again. Those boundaries that you set will be the truth that you beget. Set those boundaries, because those boundaries are going to be the true timeline for those that's on this ascension timeline. Right? The boundaries that you set will be the truth that you beget. It's a commitment to self just as much as it is a commitment to your time. Ashe. Ashe, it's definitely a commitment to self. What I'm telling y'all, this is commitments. This is what I do with myself. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I don't do. I'm not playing out here. This new me right here, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you be. No, if it's not in alignment, I'm not here to make you comfortable in your human suit. I don't got time for that. And I'm only here to do the work with the Father. Those who are doing the Father's will with me, that's my family. Those who show up and for themselves in the workshops, and and not even everybody in the workshops. I'm gonna be honest. Those who are really, really, really doing the work on a certain type of level, because we got some fallbacks. We got some, what they call them? I was just saying, sometimes we be having what I call backsliders. You don't owe me nothing, but I know energetic backsliders when I see them. And then I'm not in alignment with that, because I'm not an energetic backslider. I'm always for the forward movement. And I don't care how it offends anybody. I don't care. I don't care if it's convenient for it. Not even me. I don't look for convenience. So I'm not finna sit here and look for convenience for anybody else. Everybody could tell themselves all the excuses they want. I don't do that. I don't look for excuses. I don't make excuses. Universe don't care about your reasons. It only cares about, are you ready to align or not? That's it. I'm not saying the divine don't love you. The divine loves us all, that it gives us time to do it in our own time. But that don't mean you're going to miss divine appointments. That don't mean you're not going to miss the divine appointments. The universe's grace says, okay, you're not ready. That's grace, y'all. Oh, you're not ready? Okay, grace. You're not going to get punished for it. But then don't come around asking why you didn't get the memo. Don't come back around talking about, oh man, I missed the ascension. How come I didn't ascend? Well, you weren't ready. Universe doesn't care about why you weren't ready. It just understands that you weren't ready. And in true alignment, the divine never gives you more than you can bear. If you're not ready, that means you can't bear this next level of ascension. And that's okay too. But again, don't come around asking why you did not get the memo. You wasn't ready for the memo. And some people just need to be honest. Like, just be honest with yourself. I ain't ready. I ain't there yet. Like, I do that. I be seeing stuff that's way, like, I've been doing that. I would see stuff that's like way out there to me and be like, dang, like, that's nice. That's interesting, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not there yet. Like, how hard is it to admit you just not there? At the same time, don't try to act like you're there. I'm not going to come and try to act like I'm at a level that I'm not. You're not there. You're not ready. I'm not ready to let go of some of this baggage I got right here. So I know I'm not ready for that. Let's just be honest. And this is why I would have the one-on-ones. But then when some of y'all come in my one-on-ones, please be prepared, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it just because you're not ready to hear it. Like, I'll ask you, like, look, this is going to be a brutal truth. You ready to hear it or not? But don't expect me to not tell you the truth, because I authenticate the truth. But some people not ready to hear that. And they'll have a lot of excuses of why they do things. I understand if you're saying why you do things so that you can understand it better, or even if explaining it to me, but I have to be honest. No, even with your reasons, that does not negate your spiritual responsibilities. It just means you got to do some work in those areas to get rid of those reasons and excuses that are blocking you. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So before I go, what I'm going to explain to y'all on the timeline, there's something about, and I need my two hands to do it. So I don't know where I could put this phone right here, because I only got one stand out here. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I could crop this, because I need my two hands to kind of show you this next part. And then I'm going to go. I've been on here long enough. It's been a long... Let me see if it's going to hold up. Hold up. Hey. All my people who be thinking we soft. We don't. All right. All right. So I can't really see the wording right now. So I'm going to explain this to y'all. Whew. Woo! Feel like I gotta jump back in the shower. Happy new moon birthing to me, to me. I got a new, all right. So let me explain this to y'all with the ascension time. This is not going to be for everybody. This is for those who are really like, you know, have ascended. And even if you haven't, it's for you to understand what's happening in the ascension time and the true timeline, right? There is a true time reality, as I've always said. There's real time, there's true time, there's ideal time. A lot of us are being called to the true time reality. We're being called to do things that warrants us being in a true time reality. Does that mean that you automatically shift to the true timeline? Not necessarily. It depends on what you have been doing in your life on a more consistent basis, right? So there's been this timeline that you've been on. This is what is kind of happening right now in this major portal from the full moon to the new moon, inclusive. All of this is inclusive of the Halls of Amenti 88 Lionsgate Way, which was from the end of July to today, to August 12th, right? So what's happening is there is a timeline. Faithfully, y'all get what I'm saying. There's a timeline. Let's say this is a line already. This is a false matrix timeline and our old timeline that we are closing out, that we are collapsing. So what has happened is now there is this line. You see like a right angle? For those of you who know about angles, like a right angle goes up. So imagine now that we are being called to our true timeline, to return and restore to our true timeline. This is what we're being called to. This is what we have the potential to completely come off of the false timeline, the old timeline, and be called right up, right? Righteous acts, righteous ways, walking in the right way, a right angle. Do you get it? Right? This is a symbolic of what's happening. Right angle. We're being called up to that. What happens though is not everybody is going to get to this right angle, because it takes full effort of a full capacity of what they need to do and turn over to really come into this fullness of their true timeline. So some are at different levels, and because of that, this is what happens. So we're looking at this angle, right? So what's going to happen is some of you have made some changes. That's good, but you haven't made enough to be on that right angle of that true timeline that you had been called to, right? You made enough changes to give you another timeline. So everyone may be experience a different true timeline. It doesn't mean that you are on the high potential true timeline that you had been called to, that took some ultimate changes. So what happens is you may have gone to this angle. You may have done a whole lot, but not quite. So instead of a right angle, you may be right here, right? You may be somewhere in the middle. You may be right here, right there. Some of you who did a little work, but not quite enough, like this would be for some of you who maybe found certain divine coordinates, and it's good that you found it, but you haven't gotten rid of a lot of fears and densities as much as you should. So you get credit for finding the coordinates and taking the step towards it, but you didn't release much. So you have this much, just this much, a very small angle of light that you've come off of that false timeline and you've created a new timeline. This is your new timeline trajectory, but you didn't come completely up into the fullness of that right angle. So those are the levels of what's happening, and there could be many angles in between, right? I just gave us like 3 examples. The right angle, you know, this angle that's closer to the right, the one right in the middle, and a very, very acute, small angle, barely lifting off of that old timeline. The ones who are barely lifting off of that old timeline, that's because you refuse to let go of something. And although you are seeing a lot and you're getting these messages from me and maybe other people and other people that are leading the way, you may be getting the messages. Okay, bird, it's time. All right, yeah. Okay, they saying it's time for me to wrap it up. I'm gonna listen to my Blue Jays. That's that throat chakra call right there. Thank you. Or he's selling out. Hold on, he might be selling out because he ain't got no more peanuts. But at the same time, that's my call that I need to wrap it up. Hold on, I'm gonna close out this call, y'all. Let me feed the bird. All right. I gave him his peanuts, making all that noise. Those my Blue Jay friends. So some of you may have only come up like this much because you found the coordinates, you've learned some things, and you're like, oh snap, I'm glad I caught this window. And you may be feeling called into some things, but you're not quite ready. You know, you might be very new to it. It's either that you're very new to this, which means again you're not quite ready, or it could be somebody that's been doing it but they're very stubborn about the releasing that needs to happen, and they're doing little to no releasing. And little to no releasing means you're not gonna, all you did was create another timeline that's a little bit above the false matrix, but you're on a new trajectory timeline, and you're gonna be on that until you realize that that too is your new false matrix level, until you fully come up to the right angle. Now, for those who made this right angle right here, right now, right here, these are the ones who more than likely, very, very few, these are the ones who more than likely have acquired the crystalline body. These are the ones who have acquired who are experiencing the true rebirthing, the death to rebirth. Meaning this is the ones that are very similar to me, where the old timeline has completely collapsed and you're writing your obituary to your family. I am literally doing that. For those who are just coming in, yes, I am literally writing an obituary because they need to know I'm not accessible anymore. I'm not here. Grieve if you must. I'm not here anymore. I'm not playing around. So if you are on that degree where that old you has really died, then you are having a true rebirthing in this creative portal, and you have accessed your crystalline body. That's the message for you. And if that is for you and you want to know more, email me and I will give you more. I'm not going to give it all right now because there's a different kind of download for those people. And don't think you are this people if you're really not. This is why I said we got to be honest with ourselves. If you know you didn't have a full death to rebirth, then this is not your rebirthing. But for those who are having a true rebirthing, I have some more information for you. This is definitely not for everybody. All right? Anybody else that's anywhere in between, you can still contact me for one-on-ones, guidance, and like I said, what I had to offer to you all for the workshop, if you want to get into this one, it's not play. I'm not playing. You have 144 gets you through the door. You're going to have to drop the 144 because I have to have a whole separate meeting with you just to catch you up. And that's if you want to jump in for tonight and the rest of the nights. We got 4 nights including tonight. And that's if it's that serious to you. That determines what level of your true timeline you want to intentionally, potentially access. You might be here right now and you want to up your angle a little bit just to make, that's on you. Should study and show thyself approved. That's on you. It's what you want to do. I can't make nobody find a timeline. I could only give y'all words of divine to the Empress right away. Tell her to be wise and never go astray. Words of divine. That's the words of the divine. That's all I got. It's the words of divine. Word up. Right? So any questions, I always like to ask people that before I go, but that's what I have to offer for y'all. Happy New Moon Day. I gave the message to the 144. Those of you who saw that 144, and if you saw the 144 today, that message is for you. And the message is you've been slipping and you've been tripping. If you are the true 144 and you've been seeing my videos, you've been watching it, you've been hearing the calls, and you didn't align for any of these classes, 3 classes we had. If you missed them 3 classes, look at the number of 3s. We had 3 classes, 3 sets of 7. Today is a date code of 3. If you missed that, then I'm here to tell you that if you slipping and tripping and you playing out here in these spiritual streets, if you are that 144, I'm being straight up honest with you, because you didn't find these coordinates for nothing. You didn't find these higher frequencies for nothing. I know that for a truth, not a fact, a truth. When you find these coordinates, it's a call to you. It's a reason that you found these coordinates, because I know what I come with. I know what I bring. I know what I offer. It ain't for everybody, but like I said, if you say you the 144 and you miss these 3 opportunities to be in this expansive portal that is only happening once in our lifetime, and you miss these cosmic coordinates, slipping and tripping, playing around out here in these spiritual streets, you think it's a game, but it ain't. But that's okay. You still got time, but you gonna miss this timeline shift. That's all I got to say. All right. So, thank y'all. I gotta get to work. I got work to do. Back to my booth. It's been nice sharing it with you all. Thank you for those who came through. Chase Divine. Are you talking about the stars tonight? I'm talking about way more than the stars. I'm talking about the stars inside of you. What them stars do. I'm talking about the cosmos in you. Do you know the cosmic alignment in you? And do you know why you were called here? Not just the stars tonight. And we don't got to wait till nighttime. We just had our new moon alignment right now. That's when I went online. We got a new moon alignment right now that was happening. So I'm talking about those stars inside of you. And do you see them? And if this resonates with you, do you hear the call? Call. Ashe. I think that's it. Do you do weekends, work night shift throughout the week? The workshop, no. The workshop is only if the workshop runs into the weekend. Like we finished this weekend on Saturday. Saturday is our last day for this workshop. So, not for the workshops, I could say. If you want to do a one-on-one, I can make an appointment for a one-on-one when you're available. But the workshops run how they run. Like it's 7 days straight. So it's 7 days straight at 7:30, and we don't really do. I don't do the day ones. I'm not saying I can't do it. Maybe one day I can possibly do day ones, but that's going to take more work to do a day one and a night one. So I would probably have to charge more to do both, because that's a lot. Ooh, that would be a lot. Weekends, the workshops are not done on the weekends unless you catch me on a 3-day workshop. When I do the processing emotion workshops, that is usually on a weekend. Like it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's 3 days. Because it takes 3 days to work through the process. It's a 3-step process, and each step has 3 steps within it. So the processing emotions, which helps people really tap into their emotional body and extract those wounds that y'all hear me talking about that we need to exhume so we can clear the densities. That type of work, that's a 3-day workshop. So you would have to listen out to when I offer that. Because I kind of listen to spirit for that. On a regular, I do the full moon workshops, and that's a 7-day window. It's a 7-day workshop, 1 day on each chakra from the root going up. So it's 7 days, and it's always going to run through the week into a weekend, or through a weekend into the week. So the only weekend one I have is the 3-day processing emotion workshops. And other than that, you can always make an appointment to do a one-on-one if that helps. Right? And also look out for the calendars, y'all. I have the 5D calendars as well. I'm going to be sending them out this week. So if you want a 5D calendar, what's today? Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm going to be mailing them out. I'm doing a mail out order either tomorrow or Friday. So if you want your 5D calendar, that helps get you on your true timeline, because it helps have all these coordinates that you see me talking about. The Galactic New Year is in there. Halls of Amenti is in there. So you'll know whenever these important energetic hotspots are in that 5D calendar. And it really restores you back to the true timeline, because we're really in the month of Leo. We're really in the 5th month right now. This is not the 8th month. It's the 5th month, because the 1st month is Aries. And Leo is the 5th. So that's a whole nother story for another time. But for those of you who may be interested in the calendars, you can email me for those as well. You can just send, if you want to just send the payment, it's $36. $36 if you want me to mail it to you, $27 if you want it to be sent to you digitally. The digital copy is $27, the hard copy is $36. Because it's a major tool. It's not just a regular calendar. It's a major tool. So if if you want to, that interests you as well, go ahead and send that in through Cash App or through Zelle. And make sure when you send your Cash App or Zelle, please send your email so that I can mail it to you. So I can put your address if you want the hard copy. Please put that in the memo or email me your address so that I can know where to send it to. Ashe? So with that said, if there's not any more questions, thank you for those of you who've been here. I book a one-on-one to check. Okay, yes, check the bio. You can book a one-on-one. Thanks for sharing with us. We're welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for those who appreciate the sharing. Thank you for those of you who are doing the work. You know, even if you're not all the way there, that's okay. If something I said jarred you, or even if it disturbed you, then that's good. It did what it needed to do to kind of like call you up into looking at something. And nobody's doomed. We're all at different stages. We're all at different stages. So wherever you are with it, thank you for those who came here and got anything out of it. And those of you who are on your own ascension timeline, we're all ascending in our own ways, whether you catch these major ones or not. You know, so at least you're showing up for yourself in some way, shape, or form. Is there more room for work? Yeah. Can we do better? Yeah. Do we need to beat up on ourselves? No. Take your time and do what's right in due time. But as I always say, don't complain when you don't get what you want in a certain type of time. Because time is in alignment with how you align. Ashe? Much needed to see this. You're welcome. Right? And remember, there were 3 events today, y'all. There were 3 events. We had a 6 planetary alignment this morning. We had the new moon window just now, and we got a meteor shower tonight. Woohoo! Celebrating that those of us who acquired the crystalline body. Woo-hoo. And believe me, I've been unlocking my crystalline codes, but this is a different self-actualization. This is full-time, true timeline reality crystalline body. The strands that withstand. This is the rebirthing. And so for those of us who are a part of that rebirthing, that had that true ego death, whoop, this is our fireworks celebration, the cosmic fireworks tonight. Don't miss your celebrated cosmic fireworks of the meteor shower. And while you're under it, set your intentions, right? Set your intentions, because that's what type of day it is. Thank you for everything, sis. Yep. Gonna be grateful for your presence, heartfelt audience. You're welcome. We're welcome. Glad you can get anything from it. Oh, this is what this fool. Oh, you got to catch your true self, you know. Sorry, sis, but I'm not. What it says, I'm a bit nervous to join. Don't let that stop you. Those are the things that are the blocks. Where this moon, let this new moon right here be the roaring lion. Remember, this is a solar eclipse, a major one that is amplifying the lunar nodes from South Node in Leo to North Node in Aquarius. You are exactly being called for this. You should exactly join, because that's what the challenge is going to help you break what you need to break. Because that's exactly what you're being called to do. Come out of the shadows of me, South Node in Leo, so that you can come into the purpose, your divine purpose in the North Node of Aquarius, into the we. You're specifically being called to that. So let me tell you that. I'm not even going to let you go without holding you accountable for that, for what you said. I'm glad you shared it, but I'm going to hold you accountable. That's exactly why you're being called to do it. So do not let that hold you back. Letting that hold you back will actually be the excuse that keeps you blocked in the same infinite loop. And you don't want that. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I'm just saying, if that's not what you want and you really want help, then you're going to have to toughen up. I don't like to tell people what they got to do, but that's what the universe is saying to you. The fact that you said that, what did I say earlier? This is not about doing what's comfortable and convenient. The very thing that's uncomfortable and convenient is what you are being called to do. Just do it. Nike, just do it. I'm telling you, it's now or never. Don't let that time pass you. Don't let that time pass you. Ashe? That's message. That's the message I was given to give to you. I understand what you're saying, but I'm also giving you the truth. That's exactly why you should do it. To break that paradigm shift and hop on your ascension line, your ascension time. That's what's going to shift you, particularly. Particularly, your particular shift is going to cost you that. Right? What just happened? I don't even know what just happened. Anyway, I'm signing off, so I don't know what it just signed on to. I don't know what I pressed. My apologies for whoever I just opened this up to. You're right, sis. Thank you for the clarification on the illusions. Yep. Come on, man. Things just popping up. Creating. I'm in an Aquarius. See? You're being called into. I can't make this up. You need to make an appointment with me. If you I don't like to tell people what they need to do, but I'm already seeing it. There's something you got to do, like right now, real quick. So if you're not coming into workshop right now real quick, I would strongly suggest that you set up an appointment for a one-on-one, because there's something that's shifting in you right now, right quick, and you don't want to miss it. Catch it while you're in the creative portal, while there is some momentum building in the creative portal. There's momentum building right now. So catch it while you can. All right? I can't make this up. I can't make it up. So please catch it while you can, right? Thank you, Eva Julia. How does this workshop work? Can it be online? Yep, we do it online. The workshop is online. Email me. Don't mess, because it's hard. Me and the messages here. Hi, butterfly. See, that's a butterfly message. Big, major transformations. That was a big butterfly. Major transformations. I am rarely on YouTube. I always capture your lives. Well, you captured it at the right time. It's time to get in a workshop or do a one-on-one. There's a major change happening right now, major transformations. And if you want to catch it right now, do more than just watch it right now. Make an appointment. That's what I'm telling them right here on the TikTok. Okay. If the workshop is for you, then yeah, email me. That's what I was saying. Thank you, Spirit. It really is time for me to get off now. I could feel the energy pull. Yeah. Email me, because me seeing the message on TikTok, I'm not seeing the messages, or they be hiding somewhere else and I may not see it. So email me. It's akilatextry@gmail.com. If you can go to my page, and my email is on my page, but email me, and can't give you too much information right now till I'm out of the window. Any appointments for one-on-ones I would have to do out of the window. That means after Saturday. After Saturday. The only one-on-one that I was willing to do tomorrow was for the person who wanted to jump in the workshop now. If you want to jump in the workshop now, then 144 gets you through the door, and I have to do a separate meeting with you tomorrow just to catch you up. That's the only extra meeting I was willing to do. Outside of that, I have to wait till after the workshop, because all of this takes time and energy. So if it's not the 144 right now, open meeting tomorrow. Any other one-on-ones will be after Saturday. Ashe? But email me still. Don't forget. Even if I don't get to answer you right away, email me so that I can get to it as soon as possible. And as soon as I can answer you, when I have some space and time, I will be able to answer you in depth in what's happening in the workshop. Because I gave a lot of that information earlier. And I got to get my rest. I got to reset. All right? So, yeah. But you get a lot in the workshop. You do get a lot. Thank you for coming in, everybody who came through. I've shared as much as I can right now. Happy new moon. Look out for the video for the new moon. When I'm going to take a little break now and then make the video and post it for the new moon for anybody who want any more information about this new moon. The coordinates, the trines, what it's saying to us, the north node, south node, all of that. I'm going to get into all of that in the video, and I'll share that with you. And look out for the chakra infusions, y'all. The chakra infusions, I have that in both TikTok and on YouTube. That's also a little helpful guide. I put it in the shorts, and it's on TikTok, and it's a little helpful guide as to the chakra infusion that we're having with this particular new moon. And it has a theme of what we're breaking in each chakra to help you unlock that evolved aspect of the chakra and support the infused chakra. You'll have to watch it to see what I'm talking about, but take a look at that. All right. She said, you pulled me up. I did? How did I do that? This Pisces need a lot of help. You pulled me up. Love and light back to you all. How did I pull you up? So peace, love, and light. Thank you to all of you that came in on the YouTube. Look out for the video and the chakra infusions. I send you all lots of love and light in this creative portal. Let your creativity ignite. That's one thing I want to leave y'all with. Out of everything here, whatever is coming up in your mind that you've been putting on the back burner, that's your abundance ticket. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Stop being stubborn and waiting on a perfect time. Stop acting like you don't know what it is, because you know exactly what it is. That gift, that service, that passion that you have, that you've been sitting on, that's illuminating your auric field right now. Bring that out in this creative portal and allow the creative process in this new moon manifestation to help you expand those properties in this creative portal and help you to tap into your true abundance, because you're going to gain infinite access to those gifts. Ashe, peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. In a box? What does it say? I see myself in a box. I don't know. Oh, okay. I pulled you up. I get what you're saying. My apologies. I don't know what I press, and TikTok just be doing its own thing sometimes. I'm still not that technologically inclined, and TikTok just be ticking and talking and have a mind of its own. So my apologies. But yes, thank you all for coming through. Pisces of light, my sister. Oh, pieces of light. Oh, peace. I was like, Pisces, peace of light, my sister. May you have a good rest. I will. I'm going to get not a sleep rest. I'm just going to reset rest so I could do this video and then continue on my own soul work. I got my own soul work to do for this new moon that I got to finish writing out and tap in and do my work. So with that said,